Hi, it's Gene from maverickstar Observatory. Guys, did you enjoy yesterday's video with the universal equation and the mathematics? Very simple equation, filters down to just two numbers, 9s and 0s. And of course, I am aware that 9 times 9 is 81. I did pin a note at the top of the comments in the comment section, so that I hope that you do understand. I am aware of that. It was just a typo, that's all it was, a simple mistake. And I hope it never took nothing away from what I was actually trying to show you. I believe that you guys understood that anyhow. What we're looking at is something different today. I suppose still going on with the theme of 9 being a very special number, and I know from you guys commenting in the section there about Nikola Tesla, was fascinated also by these three numbers, 3, 6 and 9, and they're very important, and we'll come back to that in a minute. Have you ever seen or watched any videos by Mark Rodin? I was very lucky to talk to him one day. I had a brief discussion with him about his Vortex mathematics, and I explained to him that I'd come also with something very similar to his, only in a different way. I'll show you a bit later on anyhow. Why are we showing you this image? And obviously you can see the 12 tribes of Judah. These are the ones that are supposed to be sealed by God in the end times. Let me tell you something. If you go to Abydos, Egypt, and you go to the temple of Osiris, which is at the back of a massive temple, you will see this etched on one of the walls of the ruins. It doesn't have the names that go around the outside. It definitely has the triangles that go around there, and there is 144 of them. If ever you're going to Egypt, I know it's not easy to do, but someone will take you if you're prepared to pay, I don't know, 300 quid from wherever you are in your hotel. They will drive you out there, trust me. And you can see this. This is on the temple of Osiris in the ruins, the flower of life, and it also has the border pattern of 144 triangles. And let's simply just do the math. 1 plus 4 plus 4 is 9, isn't it? Well, you'll see this number repeated in the Bible lots of times. What are they trying to bring our attention to? I will say this, I put the names of the tribes of Judah around the outside myself. I was doing a little bit of research. Obviously I was interested why that number was so important. I'm not the only scientist, by the way, to do this. You want to go and research what Isaac Newton was doing behind closed doors, very late at night. He was trying to decode the Bible because he believed that the Bible had mentioned numbers in a specific way, and he was trying to decode it. I spent a lot of time going through certain chapters of the Bible, because I believed also that there was something else not directly being talked about. So I also believe that whoever wrote the Bible years and years ago had probably visited that temple in Abydos, Egypt. And when we think about it, go back to when Jesus was around. We're talking around about the same time that was an active working temple. And maybe, there was something else. I don't know. I'm going to show you some strange things anyhow in this video. I think you're going to enjoy it. No matter what the less, you're going to enjoy it. So we've looked at this image long enough. Let's have a look at something else of more interest. So what do you think of this image, what we're looking at right now? This is a crop circle. And let's just say somebody or something put this down on this field. Huge expanse of area it covered, and well, you can see for yourself it's almost perfect, and very much like the flower of life. You know, I understand that the geometry is the same, you know, and of course you can see and count the little triangles that go around the outside of the border pattern. There's 144 of those, by no mistakes. There's also in the center of that cube, that three-dimensional cube, where all them cubes make up one cube, there's a star. Or it's like somebody has removed the corner of the box and you can see in there, and what we can see is a star. And this isn't the only image I've got of you know, crop circles in Wiltshire, the UK. These appear all over the world, by the way. You know, no one ever seems to find out who's done them. Maybe someone watching today is responsible for putting that there on the ground. If they did it, you know what? I've got to say, it's an amazing feat for you to achieve such perfection. If that is, of course, human beings have done it. And you're probably wondering, oh, well, okay, Gene, you know, where are we here? What are we looking at? What we're talking about? I'm just saying that there's something very odd that is taking place in our world. At the same time, we are living here. You know, something is making an attempt to capture our attention and just pull it off in a little direction other than the normal direction that most of us thinking. You know, we're all concerned about, you know, making sure there's going to be food on the table tonight. We want a nice warm home, and we want our loved ones to be cared for and taken care of. But aside from that, something else is trying to get your attention. I'll guarantee you that. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, this is just nonsense. You know, you're waffling on, Gene, about something that is not important, but I guarantee you there is importance in this, what we're looking at. I just want to show you a few other things. So, okay, we're back to the flower of life pattern, and you notice that I've put the numbers in a specific way around that cube. Every facet on the cube has a number on it, and it goes from 1 to 9. Obviously, the 9, the 6 and the 3 are in very specific positions, and if we just look at the cube, you can see, like we were showing you yesterday with the universal mathematics, 8 plus 1 at the top there equals 9, 7 plus 2 equals 9, 6 plus 3 equals 9, 5 plus 4 equals 9. This is a number arrangement that makes up 9s all the time, and of course 9 is at the very top of that there. But if we just step back a little bit, have a look at it, we've got two cubes. One is in the middle, and it's like I've said, you know, we've removed the corner of the cube, and when we look in it, we see the star. And I said to you, didn't I, at the beginning of this video, there's something else trying to get your attention. Now, what I've showed you so far is possible for human beings to recreate. Yeah, I've showed you some numbers. I've told you that this is on the temple of Osiris in Egypt. You can go and have a look at that if you want, or just do a bit of research. You'll find I'm telling the truth. These numbers are very simple, very similar to Mark Rodin's work. His Vortex based mathematics. Absolutely adorable guy. He's a real nice guy. You know what? He's give lots of lectures. He knows that there's something in this. These numbers, this vortex pattern. He knows there's definitely something in there. And one day I reckon he'll figure it out. I don't believe he has at the moment. We've talked with each other. You know, I've told him that, you know, I've come up with the same numbers in the arrangements that he has, and I'm still yet to figure out what all this is all about. This is like research unfinished for me. I have built coils like Mark Rodin has, and I am I suppose pursuing 0 point energy. That's what I want to do. I want to achieve that at some point in my life. It's not easy though. I've tried everything that is out there that has claimed to be 0 point. It just doesn't come off. You just can't get 2 back when you just put 1 in. That if you understand anything about energy, you understand that it's very difficult to achieve 0 point. But it doesn't mean I will stop trying to achieve, trying to get there. I am looking at, even a month ago, I was building things to try and attempt that. So I won't give up on that. Okay, I don't want to waffle on. Right, obviously what I'm showing you, you have to work it out yourselves. Okay, I'm not probably explaining it the best, but there's something in what I'm showing you today, and I think the next image I show you should confirm that for you. Okay, let's just put it that way. Okay, so look at the image we're looking at right now. You've got that 3-dimensional cube, we've got the border pattern, and then it's like somebody has removed the corner so you can have a look inside that box and see what's there. It looks like a star, especially when we looked at the crop circle before this. But let me show you this. So, okay, do you know what you're looking at? Okay, let me tell you. This is a photograph that was taken by infrared imaging spacecraft that flew over Saturn's North Pole in 2006. It's the Cassini spacecraft that took this image. Look at the pattern on the North Pole. You couldn't make this up, could you? Well, I showed you things like the crop circles, and we can have doubt about that, can't we? We can say, well, that could have been man, it could have been a group of people that laid that crop circle out. I showed you the image in the Osiris temple with the 144 triangles going around the outside, forming the same pattern. I showed you how numbers fit in a specific way on the flower of life. But I can tell you now, I don't think man's responsible for this pattern, what we're looking at here. This is on the northern hemisphere of Saturn, and this was a photograph taken in 2006 by NASA's Cassini spacecraft. That is going to probably get your mind thinking. It should do. It's like I said, there's something else in our universe trying to get your attention for some reason. There is a reason why you are here today watching this. You just have to try and figure it out. And with that, guys, I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully I've opened your eyes and imagination. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments section. Guys, there's a link down there if you want to help support what we do, because usually we're not talking about these things, but I think they are important, and I do believe that you enjoy these little sidetracks where we look at stuff like this, because there is no explanation for it, or no acceptable explanation for it at this current time. It's just part of the mystery of what else is going on. And I am happy, more than happy, to share it with like-minded people like you guys, because I think it's well worth mentioning. So there's a link down there in the description. You want to help support what we do, and I'll say what I usually do. Take care of your loved ones. As always, bye for now.